Angel Reese, the basketball player, is a hard-to-figure mix of extreme strength and pathetic weakness.
The supposed rivalry between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark isn't genuine. It's a media-created story meant to grab attention. The reality is far more startling. We're about to uncover the harsh statistics and hidden truths that show one player isn't merely excelling but performing on an entirely different level, while the other could be a surprising offensive liability, potentially hindering her team. Get ready for your perspective to be completely upended as we break it down.
That follows basketball, women's basketball. Everybody knows this. Angel Reese is a nightmare to play with. There's a reason why the Chicago Sky may end up the worst team in the WNBA.
The media thrives on rivalries. They're attention grabbers that boost viewership by injecting drama, tension, and a clear hero-villain storyline into sports. History is full of examples, from Bird versus Magic to legendary boxing showdowns. Lately, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark have been cast as almost cosmic rivals, repeatedly pitted against each other. Every matchup between them is framed as an event full of explosive potential. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe my channel for more awesome content. Thanks.
Angel looked pretty sorry, as she often does. Just being honest. I mean, as a post player, shooting a lot of point-blank shots at the rim, last year, Angel made only 39% of her shots, which ranked 50th of 55 players. And
It makes great headlines and drives ratings. But what happens when this manufactured rivalry doesn't just twist reality? It outright ignores it? What happens when all the hype fails to align with the harsh, undeniable truths on the court? Beyond the social media battles and pre-game dramatics lies a completely different, almost unsettling reality. One that challenges everything you believed about this supposed rivalry and exposes a stark divide between perception and the brutal truth.
She's even worse. Through 7 games, she's 30.9% from the floor. That ranks 63rd out of 64 qualified, and a lot of her shots are right around the rim. That is impossible.
Angel Reese breaks rebounding records, a clear sign of elite ability. Watching the highlights, you see the effort, the determination, and her dominance on the glass. It looks like she's among the league's most influential players. She certainly excels in this area, using her physicality to control the boards. But does excelling at rebounding automatically make a player great, or someone you'd want as the cornerstone of a championship team? That's where it gets complicated, and even concerning. While rebounding may be her standout skill, for many analysts and even some of her former teammates, it increasingly seems like an impressive stat that doesn't fully translate to real impact, a statistical illusion.
Angel wound up with a grand total of 4 points on 2 out of 7. Didn't shoot a...
Those impressive numbers often hide glaring weaknesses elsewhere in her game, preventing her from becoming the versatile, game-changing player her hype implies. The sheer volume of her rebounds doesn't necessarily lead to meaningful team success in the way true stars elevate a game. It's like having the best drummer in a band. While the rest of the music falls off-key, technically brilliant, but the overall performance still suffers. When you dig deeper into the stats, beyond the flashy highlight reels, a different story emerges, one of remarkable, almost unprecedented inefficiency.
Once that next year happened, and you saw Angel Reese, I think she played against Carmela Cardosa, and was like, holy cow, she can't get her shot off. And that's when the lights went off me, like, oh, this woman's horrible.
Get ready for a statistical wake-up call, a reality so striking it almost seems unbelievable. With Reese's size and her role as a post player, dominating near the basket should be expected. Scoring efficiently in close-range situations ought to be second nature, making her a reliable source of high-percentage offense.
People were saying, oh, she's like more like Denise Rodman. Oh, she's like Dennis Rodman of the WNBA, more like Denise Rodman of the W.
The reality, however, is shocking, almost painfully so. Last year, Angel made just 39% of her shots, placing her 50th out of 55 qualified players at her position. For someone whose main role is scoring near the basket, that's not just alarming. It's nearly unprecedented. This season, things have worsened. Her field goal percentage has dropped to a staggering 30.9%, ranking her 63rd out of 64 qualified players in the league. That fact alone is hard to ignore.
Rapper that plays for LSU. Her and Angel Reese don't even get along. They don't like each other. They're not friends because everybody hated playing with Angel.
Almost every other player in the league scores more efficiently than Reese, even those with less size, strength, and fewer chances near the basket. This isn't just disappointing for someone expected to be a reliable offensive threat, a player who should dominate the paint. It's alarmingly bad. This isn't a temporary slump. It's a persistent pattern of offensive struggles with serious consequences for her team. And it's not just about her individual stats. Her inefficiency can ripple through the team, dragging down overall offensive performance and turning her into a liability in key moments.
Reese sucks all the air out of the room and is a nightmare to play with because she has no self-awareness. Everybody.
How can one player's scoring struggles disrupt an entire team and create tension, making her, as some claim, difficult to play with? The answer is both simple and devastating. When a post player can't consistently convert shots near the rim, it puts enormous pressure on the offense. Defenders quickly notice and start sagging off her, daring her to take the shot because her conversion rate is so low. This defensive strategy clogs the paint, blocks driving lanes for teammates, and makes passing far more challenging, undermining the team's overall flow.
This is actually an embarrassment for women's basketball. She is so unskilled. There are so many laughable videos. She's become a meme and a...
This defensive advantage disrupts ball movement, collapses spacing, and makes scoring far more difficult for everyone else on the court. Opposing teams can take risks, knowing that even in areas where a player of her size should excel, Reese has a high likelihood of missing. Her inefficiency doesn't just affect her own stats. It directly hampers every teammate's ability to score, pulling the entire offense down. Being strong in just one area, even if it's rebounding, isn't enough to carry a team.
Now they're suddenly an independent. Now suddenly people are noticing that Angel Reese is nowhere near the skill level.
Switching focus to Caitlin Clark feels like entering a whole new realm of basketball. She isn't just an excellent player. She's a generational talent who transforms the game the moment she steps on the court. Her impact is immediate, unmistakable, and game-changing. Take her passing, for example. Clark's court vision is extraordinary, so much so that Candace Parker famously called it freakish floor vision, and it's an apt description.
I'm not sure anybody has ever paid to see rebounding. Logo threes and magic passes, yeah, they will pay like crazy to watch Caitlin Clark. They'll pack NBA-sized arenas to watch Caitlin Clark.
Clark doesn't just spot open teammates. She anticipates plays, threads passes with pinpoint precision, and puts her teammates in prime positions to succeed without slowing down. Whether it's threading a pass through a crowded lane, hitting a cutter at the perfect moment, or launching an outlet pass that ignites a fast break, she controls the game and manipulates defenses with ease, leaving opponents scrambling. As Candace Parker noted, everyone loves playing with Caitlin Clark. Her impact goes beyond accumulating assists. Though she racks up plenty, it's her decision-making that consistently produces high-quality scoring opportunities for her team, possession after possession, game after game. Clark has a rare understanding of court geometry, but her influence extends further. She commands attention, reshapes the flow of the game, and leaves a mark on every play. The difference between her and Reese is clear. They aren't the same player, nor are they on the same level of talent or impact.